Hey guys, today I'm gonna react to Project Nightfall's Why the World Needs to Stop Hating All Russians. Let's see.
Russian woman is getting arrested by the Russian police. Her crime? Protesting the war in Ukraine.
It's funny, I didn't see. I see his coverage now, and he's talking about a woman being beaten because she's protesting the war in Ukraine, but I don't see anything on his channel about innocent old ladies getting trampled by horses in Canada. But I guess it's Western democracy. And he's 100% correct. There's a lot of Russians who's against the war, even though the West keeps on telling us that there's no such thing as opposition to Vladimir Putin, no opposition to Putin. Yet there are hundreds of thousands of people protesting him. None of them are getting murdered in the streets of Moscow.
On top of that, some of the captured Russian soldiers even claim that Putin lied to them just to force them to go to war.
Сказали, учения, все там нормально, все как бы будет. Ну, мы не знали, что мы ничего не хотели. Нас просто обманули.
This is a lie. These soldiers are not verified being Russian. A lot of people in Ukraine speak Russian fluently, so this is a lie. These videos have not been verified. This is part of the propaganda coming out of Ukraine. So this would not surprise me if these were Ukrainian soldiers acting Russian. I don't think Russian soldiers would do something like this, especially like claiming Putin lied. How could Putin have lied when there's been a war in Ukraine for the past 8 years now? And if he did his research, he would know. Native Russian-speaking people are being discriminated against in Ukraine.
As the war in Ukraine is getting worse and worse, my mission today is to show you that we shouldn't just start hating all Russians.
I agree with him. We shouldn't start hating all Russians or Americans, even though their governments are killing people. Also the Americans than the Russians. Ukrainian government are the aggressors here. They are the ones who banned Russian. They are the ones who banned Russian television. They are the ones who disenfranchised 8 million of their own citizens because they spoke Russian as their native language.
Putin, who sees power as more important than peace. And on the way to that power, he will jail anyone who opposes him.
How is he seeing power more important than peace? For what's happening in the Middle East? Is he the one who's responsible for what's happening in the South China Sea? Is he the one who's responsible for what is happening in Africa? Ask yourself that question. This man is apparently after power.
Today, I spoke to my Polish grandmother and she told me, I would rather die than go through war. These words are so painful.
He's 100% correct, and that's why I'm against war. But I'm not against defending yourself. And Russia is defending its citizens. How can we expect them to sit on the sidelines as 8 million people are being disenfranchised, being discriminated against, being bombed and attacked for 8 years? This has happened in 8 years. This has happened in the Donbas area of Lugansk and Donetsk. The world was silent. The world was silent because the people who was dying wasn't friends of the West.
Now, before I finish this video, it's important to mention that there are still many Russians who agree with Putin's actions.
Not just Russians. Anyone who has sense would agree with what Putin is doing. NATO has moved eastwards. They have captured 14 countries moving eastwards. They have encircled Russia. What would the United States do if a military organization encircled them? What would they do is the question. If military bases from different countries whose aim was to stop them started appearing close to their border, what would they do?
Kim Jong-un in North Korea, he owns the media.
Wait, you just say Putin owns the media? So you're telling me that Putin owns CNN and BBC? Because both of them have licenses to broadcast and is currently broadcasting in Russia.
His people spread propaganda.
Spreading propaganda. You're talking about propaganda and yet you are spreading it. And what social media platforms are banned in Russia? Why don't you do this?
Yeah, he bans social media.
Twitter is still available in Russia. YouTube is still available in Russia. Facebook is still available in Russia. Instagram is still available in Russia. What social media platforms did Putin ban?
In times of war is that we see people above their nationalities. It is the only way we can be better than those who fight in the name of war.
Many people believe that Russia is only defending themselves because they are. They are defending 8 million citizens in Ukraine who have been bombed for the past 8 years. They are defending their national security by preventing another country from joining an organization who was set out to destroy them. This is what happens when you spread fake news, guys. The title is nice and all, but the information in this video is all fake news. Just be careful of people like this. Do your own research, because he has 1.7 million followers and he didn't even take time to do research on anything he said. He doesn't respect these 1.7 million followers.